There's an outpouring of abundance. Of abundance. New doors have been opened. The land, it is green. A new grace has been released. The glory of the latter is greater than the former. The blessing is here. It's already. Lift up your hands, come on. The glory of the latter is greater than the former. The blessing is here. It's all here. All here. There's an overflow, abundance of favor. It's a new level. It's a new level. There's an overflow, abundance of blessings. I'm taking over. I'm taking over. Somebody wave your hands over your family, over your education, over your finances. Come on. I see the nations come to me to receive answers from my knees. I am shining as a house on a hill. My greatness cannot be hid. Sing it again. I see the nations to receive answers from my lips. I am shining, house on a hill. My greatness cannot be hidden. It's beyond my wildest dreams.
Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome to another Thursday Facebook Live book review. Welcome, welcome. I see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the fact that you took out some time to spend with me this few minutes on a Thursday morning. My name is Ogbueli. As you already know, I'm an inspirational reading coach, an author. I like to add best-selling author and co-founder of Faith Things Resources, an informal educational company that provides platforms and resources for personal and spiritual development. So this platform, Book Review with Ogbueli, is a Faith Things platform where we educate and empower people. That is our major vision: to educate, to empower, to inspire people to read more, learn more, earn more, and grow more, and be the best version of themselves. So today we are going to be reviewing an amazing book. They are also amazing. This book is quite a big book, but is an amazing read. It is titled The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. The Magic of Thinking Big. It's a big book. Look at it. But with the audio reader, I know I've talked about this audio reader several times. There's an audio app that you can download from the Play Store or Apple Store. Is a text-to-speech app. So if you have the soft copy of this book, you can read this book. The audio reader, you can read it in less than 10 hours, which is not bad. You can just split the 10 hours, like 2 hours, and you read it in 5 days a week. Or you can just do a stretch marathon all night reading. So you can do it in 10 hours. It's an amazing, with tons of stories, tons of example, practical ideas that you learn from this book. So before I go on, I will read a little bit of the book introduction, and then some of the things that you're going to learn from this book. Some of them, because there are so many. So I'm going to read some of the things that you learn from this book before I share my 5 personal takeaway points. So, welcome again. I can see some eyes. Welcome. If you don't mind, please let me know where you're watching from. Just, type where you're watching from. Just say hi, thumbs up. Let me know that you're here with me. And if you want to invite someone to be on this book review live, you can just type the name of the person on the comment section, or just share the link, send the link to the person's inbox or wherever. I'm streaming live from my Facebook profile and my YouTube page and my book review live page, Ogbueli, book review with Ogbueli page. So I'm streaming on 3 different platforms. You can share, you can type in the name of the person so they can come in and be a part of this show. Okay, David. All right. Okay. So now listen to part of the introduction of this book. I have my children on holiday, so during this period, you might be hearing noises on the background. You might be seeing them walking. So just say hi from wherever you are and know that it's okay. I'm a stay-home mom. I work from home, so we are all partners in business. Okay. Millions of people throughout the world have improved their lives using the magic of thinking big. Regarded as one of the foremost, okay, millions of people throughout the world have improved their lives using the magic of thinking big. Regarded as one of the foremost experts in motivation, Dr. Schwartz helps you to sell better, manage better, earn more money, and most important of all, find greater happiness and peace of mind. The magic of thinking big gives you workable methods, not empty promises. Its ideas and techniques are so original that the author had to invent a whole new vocabulary to express them. Dr. Schwartz presents a planned program for living on a big scale in one's job, marriage, and family life, and in social and cultural activities. He proves that you need not have a great intellect or great talent to be a giant among men, but you do need the habit of thinking and acting in a manner which brings success. And this book gives you those secrets. Now, here are some of the things that you're going to learn from this book before I go into my personal take from the book. So, here are some of the things you're going to learn. In every chapter of this book, you'll find dozens of hard-headed practical ideas, techniques, and principles that will enable you to harness the tremendous power of thinking big so as to gain for yourself the success, happiness, and satisfaction you want so much. Every technique is dramatically illustrated by a real life case story. You discover not only what to do, but what is even more important. You see exactly how to apply each principle to actual situations and problems. Here then is what this book will do for you. It will show you how you can, one, launch yourself to success with the power of belief. It will show you how you can win success by believing you can succeed. It will show you how you can defeat this belief and the negative power it creates. It will show you how to plan a concrete success program, to show you how to vaccinate yourself against excusitis, the failure disease. It will show you how you can improve your attitude and so much more. So now I'm going to go into my takeaway points, my 5 takeaway points. But this is a book that everybody can read. It is so written in simple English. Even a teenager, a child that reads well can read this book and learn something really, really amazing. Okay, so the first thing that I'll take away, okay, David, the first, my first takeaway point here is believe you can succeed and you will. If you believe you can succeed, you will. Everything is really about your mind. What do you think about yourself? If you're working on a project, what do you think about this project? The thoughts that you have towards that project before the project will tell how far you can go in it. The thought that you have towards a relationship, a venture, whatever it is, a job, a business, the thought that you have towards it will determine how far you can go to in that project. If you approach a relationship with, I don't like this person, but well, let's see what will happen. That thought already is a defeat mindset. It is something that will hinder like growth in that relationship. If you have a project and you think this is a hard project, I don't know if I can do this, I don't know if I can do it, I don't know if I'm skilled enough to do this, but let's try anyway. You've already defeated yourself before you start. It is always better to have the right mindset. Believe that you can do this. Believe that you can accomplish this project successfully. Believe that you can do this job. Believe that you can pass that exam. Believe that you can do best in whatever area, of your life. And you will, because if you believe you can, that is the starting point, you will do it. So this is what the author says. He says, when you have an I can do attitude, and how to do it trait is going to develop. David Schwartz says that it is great to admire and respect leaders and people that are doing amazing things in the world. It is great to do that. It's great to study and observe them. However, you should not worship them. Aim to be like them or even better than them, because you can. Okay, go over to that side and play. Secondly, my second takeaway is you have to stop making excuses. Stop making excuses. Okay, I'll give you when I'm done. Sit down, okay? You have to stop making excuses. Everybody has a reason for not doing something. Like, if I ask you now, this book is amazing. I've shown you some of the things. You've probably seen it before. Someone has probably told you about this. So why have you not read it? And why are you not planning to read it soon? I'm sure you have an excuse. There is always an excuse for not doing something that you're supposed to do. So the second one is stop making excuses. If you know that something is good for you, just go ahead and do it. Here are some of the common excuses that people make. The first one is time. I don't have time. But the truth is, you will always create time for the things that are important to you. Most of the people that don't have time, it's not like they have less than 24 hours in a day. We all have the same 24 hours. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. But the things that are important to you are the things that you designate some portion of that hour to. Sleep is important and necessary. That's why you must sleep. Feeding, eating is important. That's why you must take out time to have your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, or whatever else that you want to have. Your job is important. That's why you have to go to work and spend that 8 or 9 hours at your job, or even 10 hours at your job. If growth and personal development, spiritual development is important, then you have to spend some time, designate some time for that in the mornings or in the evenings. So we always create time for things that are important to us. So there are no excuses in these things. Like, No excuses. Another common excuse that people make is age. Oh, I am too young. They won't take me seriously. Or I am too old. I can't do this anymore. Another excuse that people, give is their health. I am not healthy. But most of these leaders that have accomplished amazing things in life, most of them did it battling with sickness and diseases. Okay, recently we heard about the Wakanda guy that just died, and we all discovered that he actually had cancer, battling with cancer and all that, even throughout almost throughout his career. And people are so amazed. So somebody that is dealing with cancer can actually, still be successful in their career. So there is no excuse. Sickness, your health is not an excuse. Intelligence, that's another thing. People think I'm not smart enough. Some people think I'm not lucky. I didn't grow up in a good environment. My background is not okay. So that is an excuse. So these things are no excuses at all. These are the things that we need to completely eliminate from our mindset. No excuses. We have to focus on what we believe in and accomplish it. My third takeaway point is action. We have to be action oriented. No matter how big our dream is, no matter how much we believe in ourselves or believe in the dreams, if we don't take actions, in fact, no matter how authentic and strategic the plans we make are, if we don't take actions towards those dreams, they will never come to pass. One amazing thing I love about these book reviews and all these success books that we review on Thursdays is that they all have the same ideas. They all share the same ideas. If you've been listening to some of these book reviews, you will see that we've been rotating these ideas over and over, like the power of belief, action, the power of taking actions, and all these other things. So no matter how authentic your dream is, how big your idea is, how grand your plan is, if we don't take action, it will never, never, never materialize. So we have to be quick to take actions towards our dreams. And then there's something else I noticed about dreams and actions and all that, is that have you noticed that when you have an idea, a great idea, and you've been thinking about this idea, this idea is great, have you noticed that sometimes, if you don't do anything about this idea, with time, you see someone else doing something about that idea? It shows us that ideas, like, they drop like dews or rain. As that idea is dropping on you, is also dropping on like a million other people everywhere. The same idea. Nobody should think that they have monopoly of idea. Nobody has any monopoly of any idea. As that idea is dropping in your mind, in your heart, it is also dropping in the hearts of like a million other people. But it is the first to implement that actually gets the success. That is why another major thing that happens is that, have you noticed that in most places, like, you have an idea to start like selling something, and once you start selling it, all of a sudden you come out in the neighborhood, everybody is selling the same thing on that street. It is not because they copied you, it's because when you got the idea, they also got the idea, and immediately you started implementing it, they found out, oh, I can actually do this as well. And then they go about doing it, and it looks as if the ideas are copied. But the thing is that you have to take action based on the ideas that you get. You have to take actions immediately. If you don't, someone else will. So that's the third point. My third takeaway point. My fourth point is build confidence and destroy fear. One of the things I love about courage is that it is not the absence of fear. Courage is still going ahead to do those things that you believe in spite of the fear. And when you do that, you conquer that fear. Most people think that courageous people that do great things, amazing things, that they are never afraid. Most of them are so scared, even to the dying minute, but they still, in spite of the fear, move through and break through and do those things that they believe is right, and they conquer that fear. So you have to build that confidence and destroy fear. If I were to listen to my fears, I would not be here presenting this book review right now, because the first time I had this idea of doing a live book review, I was terrified. I was completely terrified because it's not really a comfort zone, speaking in public and all those things, and doing this live stuff. I know you're watching me live. It is not really a comfort zone. But because I believed in that idea, I dared to start. I conquered my fear. And every single time I come on live, I still have some sort of fear to conquer. And I still come out and I do this. So you have to build confidence and destroy fear. Fear can stop you from doing so many things. I know a lot of things that fear has stopped me from doing. But I don't entertain fear anymore. I still go ahead and do the things that I believe, is true, even in spite of the fear. So my final takeaway point here is, okay, I have two more. So the fifth one is, you are what you think you are. You know, the truth is, the quality of your life, the quality of the success, and how big you grow in life is determined by the level of your thinking. The level of your thinking. It's not just the level of your brain or the level of, what you have, but the way you think will determine the things that you act. That is why it is good to think the right thoughts about yourself, about people, about your projects, about things that you want to do. If you think that it will work and you believe in it, it will. If you think that no, this is not going to work, I'm not capable, I'm not good enough, nobody's going to listen to me, nobody's going to watch me, nobody cares about what I'm doing, I'm not valuable, I can't give value, then and then another major thing is that, amazing thing is that the way you think about yourself, the way you project yourself and think about yourself will also affect the way people think about you and treat you. If you don't respect yourself, you don't think highly of yourself, you don't think you're valuable, you're just nothing. Sometimes you hear it in the way people talk, you're bigger than me, I'm nothing, you're my this, those kind of small thinking and small talking. And we think it's humility. You're bringing down yourself, because the way you present yourself, the way you think about yourself will reflect on the way you present yourself, and it will also affect the way people treat you and talk to you. Finally, you must learn to manage your environment. This is so true. In the concept of managing your environment is really in the way you choose your network, the people you hang around with. It's not really like where you live. Of course, it also has to do with it, but majorly the ones that you can control is, you can't control the network you roll with. You can't control the people that you choose to interact closely with. If you want to be successful, you have to find a way to place yourself in a circle of successful people that will inspire you. If you are the most accomplished in your circle, there is a tendency that you have that, high-mindedness, that, oh, I have arrived, everybody's looking up to me, and the zeal and to grow more, to do more will be reduced, because you think that you are the best out of where you are. But when you're in a circle of very successful people, let's say you're a millionaire and you're in a circle of billionaires, you will work hard to become more. You will know that I have so much more to accomplish. But if you are a millionaire and you are in a circle of thousandaires, you feel like a king, like I have arrived. And the worst thing that can happen to someone is to get to the point of thinking that I have arrived. You stop growing, you stop learning, you stop reading more, you stop striving to be more. That is the worst thing that can happen to someone. So you can't control your environment. You know, when you talk about circles, you might not have the opportunity to be in the midst of people, the kind of circle that you want to be, but you can surround yourself with the right books. Books are humans. People put their whole life, their ideas, their success stories, everything in a book, their failures, everything in a book. So So when I'm reading this, I've never met David Schwartz. I'm never going to meet him, but I am putting myself in his circle, learning from him. And when he suggests other books, I go and get those books. I surround myself with the right mind, and I'm growing. So even if you can't find yourself in the circle of these individuals, you can't surround yourself with their books, their resources. I am surrounded here by amazing people, great people. I interact with them anytime I want to, just by opening the books and reading their thoughts. So these are some of the things that I learned from this. There are so many, I can't share them all, so many, but I have to end here because of time. So I hope you learned something, and I hope that you will find time to get this book and so many other ones that we've been sharing on these live book reviews. So thank you once more. I will see you on today is actually Tuesday. So I will see you. Oh, today is Thursday. Yes, I'm right. So on Tuesday we had a book review, Reduce Me to Love. Yes, and today is Thursday. So I will see you next week. Tuesday we have our book clubs on Tuesdays. We have our faith book reviews on Thursdays. We have our success book reviews, and on Sundays we have our super kid book reviews. Now that the children are on holiday, get them together on Sundays at 4 p.m. so that we can share some of these amazing insights and um, ideas with them. These are the things that they may not teach them in school. In fact, they don't teach them these things in school. Last Sunday, we talked about healing. They don't teach children some of these things in school, but you can bring them here so they can learn together with other children. It's so interactive. You can find the videos, our super kid videos, in our on the timeline. So I hope to see you on Sunday for our next book review, the Super Kid, and then on Tuesday for our Faith Book Review, and on Thursday for our Success Book Review. So I am going to be here every single week. If I have only one view, I will have the best time. If no one shows up, I will show up and I will learn and have me the best time ever. So thank you so much. Invite a friend, join the book club. If you've not joined the book club, download the books. Soon we're going to provide the links. It's going to be free now. Anybody can take whatever they want. We want people to read and learn and grow more. So thank you and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.
Mommy.